Hello guys, and welcome to the last lesson of this chapter. This is chapter 3, and we'll go over some quick rendering and how you can set up this in Redshift. So let's get in shop. Let's call this Redshift. Let's get an ROP network. ROPNet, and call it out, and let's color both red. So let's dive into here. Let's create a Redshift network. Let's call it MadFabric, and let's make a simple material. So rs material. Let's make this a little bit darker, and let's make it a little bit rough. 0.25. Let's dive up. Let's go here under the render tab, and let's apply the material. So let's create a camera. First something like this. Okay. Let's go to the ROP network, and let's create a Redshift custom here. Let's color the thread. Let's just leave everything like that, or let's get the uniform samples a little bit higher. So go on the Redshift settings. No, 005, 20, 23, 33, sorry. And let's get here, Redshift OBJ, strands, render object as strands, disable the max tessellation because now it will get 8 times subdivided, and that's too heavy. And let's, to the global scale, let's get 0.001 for now. Let's get a simple RS light dome, and let's get a quick HDRI here. Whoops. So let's get something like that, and let's start the rendering. And we will end up with tiny lines here, so let's just make it bigger. So 0.01, yeah, and let's make it 10 times bigger again, and we will get something like this. Let's disable the background for now, and let's get some cool shot. Well, I really like to get some close-ups here. Let's go to cylinder and not strand or strip, and we will get this really cool looking fabric or fiber mesh. Let's get a little bit of depth of field. Let's get this a little bit more higher resolution. Let's get a focal distance copy parameter and paste the relative reference. COC radius, let's make it down. Let's refresh the whole Redshift window, and we'll see nothing because we don't have the focus point. Let's place the focus point. Yeah. 0.005. I think that's nice. Cool. And we will get something like this. So let's have a quick look here on the bucket rendering. And I think that looks pretty cool. So I really like to get these close-up shots, or of course you can animate it and make a camera track, something like that. But what I really like too is make a really wide angle length, so something like 12 millimeters, and dive into one of these here. So maybe from the bottom, something like that. And let's get the render view up here. And let's dive in the other camera, and then you will get something like this. So I really like this look, but the focus is a little bit off, so let's readjust it. Let's readjust it manually. Yeah, it's way too high here. Something like that. And let's get the rendering running again. Yeah, that's way better. Let's go to 0.1. And let's refresh the window here. Way better. That looks cool, but that's just for now. Get a little bit less COC radius. So we want more depth of field here. So let's refresh it. And you will get something like this. That's pretty cool, but now we can get the main here to get 24 pieces. So let's just let them run through. 4000 now. Yeah, that's better. And let's start a renderer. And we will get something like this. So in my opinion this looks pretty dope too, and you can for now play with the render settings, so lighting, shading, materials, then the animation stuff of the whole thing, and I hope you will come up with some cool stuff. So I will see you in the next chapter.